It's Ben Simmons. He has to go. You got to get rid of him. I'm not saying trade him for 20 cents on the dollar or even 40 cents on the dollar, but you got to get rid of him. And here's the reason why. I'm not trying to absolve the Sixers from blame here. I understand that there's a level of culpability. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm not saying that. But at the end of the day, here's what it really comes down to. Ben Simmons played like trash in the Eastern Conference semifinal series against the Atlanta Hawks. Offensively. Yeah. Never defensively. He always shows up defensively. Offensively, he played like trash. He was scared. He was a scared puppy out there, okay? And you're coming across like you're blaming everybody but yourself. That's really what this comes down to. There's no way around that. He's coming across, and I can assure you of this, as somebody, Jay, who's worked in Philadelphia for 17 years. I started off as a reporter covering St. Joe's basketball and ended up as a columnist, okay? I was there 17 years. I know this city. The way it's being absorbed is that he's pointing the finger at them. Now, he would say otherwise. You know, it's Doc Rivers, it's Joel Embiid, it's the relationship, et cetera, et cetera. But basically, he ain't ready to face that crowd. And you got to suck it up, own up to what you didn't do, and be hell-bent on coming back and performing and go hard. That's all Philadelphia wants. He's coming across like, I don't want to deal with that environment anymore. And they consider it weak and pathetic and that you're blaming them, and they're going to hold him accountable for it. As it pertains to Joel Embiid, Doc Rivers, etc., I've heard what they said. Ben Simmons to walk up in there, you know, you just revealed, you just came back for the money. That's the only reason you're back there, because you didn't want to, they put your money in escrow. It's the only reason you came back. Yeah. We can't let Rich Paul off the hook, you know, because they say all the time, even though players have to have culpability for this stuff, your agent, you know, you got to handle situations in a skillful manner, which at this particular moment in time has not happened. And as a result, his stock is dropping.
That's what I was just going to say. It's not just Philly. It's these trade partners.
There's a bunch of teams that want him. There's a bunch of teams that want him. Don't get me wrong.
Even though he's acting like this,
Jay knows
kind of hurt his stock?
There's a bunch of teams that want him. But what are they willing to give up to get him? That's what I mean when I say his stock is dropping. They may not be willing to give up what they once thought they were willing to give up because it's an issue involving trust right now as it pertains to him, and that's the problem, Jay.
So the question is, who's more to blame?
Yeah.
I'm not condoning Ben Simmons' behavior at all.
I know.
But the Philadelphia 76ers overplayed their hand. They overplayed their hand. They wanted more. They wanted to get greedy, and they wanted more than actually what they will get in return for Ben Simmons. Okay. I will ask you this. You watch basketball, and you know what? You're very astute to people and their mental makeup, essay. You have a strong personality, right? Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this question. Yes or no answers, okay? Understanding the mental makeup of who Ben Simmons is after he told you, I do not want to be there. Coming back, understanding the vitriol that Philadelphia 76ers fans would have. Do you think Ben Simmons would shrink in a moment like that when he comes back to play, or do you think he would go next level?
Shrink, yes.
Yes, okay. First question. Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons have never liked each other.
Right.
People want to sit there and say Joel Embiid was trying to step up.
In fairness to you, you've been saying that for years.
For a long time.
You've said that.
It's been
for
off.
At least you've said that.
You can tell
for at least 3 years.
It's just off.
For at least 3 years.
So you're telling me this offseason, Ben Simmons retreats to wherever he goes, Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, in an attempt to try to save it. Say, hey, look, we're gonna charter a private plane. We're gonna come out there and see you. We're gonna try to fix it. And Ben says, nah, guys, I don't want to be. Don't come. You're telling me that. Understand that. If you're Daryl Morey, you understand where Ben Simmons and Joel are. You're telling me that you think you can fix that relationship after that? Yes or no?
No.
Why the hell are you trying to bring him back? Why are you trying to bring him back? My thing right now for Daryl Morey, trade him or pay him to stay away. This is a war of egos. Mm-hmm. I know Daryl Morey wants to make it hurt. I know Philadelphia fans want to make it hurt, but he's going to do more hurt to your team's chemistry overall if he continues to stay around and disrupt what you guys are trying to do.
I don't know if that's
well, he's going to get his money.
He's going to get his money, and no matter what
he's going to do.
The money's guaranteed. I mean, don't get me wrong. Docking him a game's pay is going to cost him approximately $270,000. Yes. The additional fines that you cost him, obviously, it's cost him a few $100,000. But when you schedule to get paid over $33 million, you don't care. You might not care. Here's the reality, Joe Jay. I get what you're saying. But Daryl Morey's thinking was, Doc Rivers' thinking was, Elton Brand's thinking was, if you come back because your value was so low because you looked so scared, I believe he would have shrunk. You believe he would have shrunk. Their attitude is you can't get much lower than he got when he was in the series against Atlanta. So if you come back and play regular season games where because he does excel in the regular season, particularly on the defensive side of the ball. If you go on, step on the court early, and y'all are winning games, and you elevate your value from what it was this summer, then we'll let you go.
So now you're asking me to do something to help you move me.
But
that's what I'm saying.
Tell me. But there's nothing wrong with that when you're on the books for 4 years, $147 million. There's nothing wrong with them saying, listen, it's totally fair for the Philadelphia 76ers to say, yo, we want to get you up out of here too. We want to grant you your wish. But we can't let you go for trash. We got to make sure that we're going to get equitable compensation for you. So the best way for you to do that is to come back here and to play a few games while we try to work this out.
This has been sticking it to them, though.
That's
how he's sticking it to them.
But he's also sticking it to himself.
But is he?
No, let me say something.
Let me ask you this.
Let me say something.
Are you telling me Ben Simmons cannot be a successful NBA player?
Absolutely not. I'm not saying that. Of course, I think he's a jump shot away from being LeBron's part too. That brother does
I'm
lethal.
not condoning his unprofessional behavior. Once again, I clarify that. I would be professional. But all I'm saying to you is now you're talking about his value could be lower and lower if you keep him around the team, if you keep having issues like this. So his value is actually safer if you remove him away from the team.
Listen, here's the deal. I'm not disagreeing with your point. What I'm saying is Philadelphia has a right to think differently because they're the ones on the phone trying to make a trade happen. You got to remember what Ben Simmons said. I don't give a damn where I go as long as it's not back to Philadelphia.
Yes.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.